Barely hearing myself.
I'm not hearing. Hello.
Yeah, I'm barely hearing myself as well.
Hello, good evening. Hello, good night.
Yeah,
I'm hearing a little better now.
Yeah, you're hearing
Thank you. A little better now.
Yeah.
Thank you, love.
Hi guys, welcome back to Bwoyatingz Afterdark, right here on New Start 93 FM. You don't know, my name is Karim Bwoyatingz. We're here every Tuesday night, 8 to 11 p.m. You know, daylight savings notes of big foreign people, remember 9 to 12 o'clock. Yes, just set your reminder on all these things. So the first song, you guys know that we have the Bust the Youth features, and you know, you guys can submit your songs. You know, we play all the new songs, can watch I Bust the Youth and all these things. And I've seen a lot of the youths bust them and bust the songs them on this same platform. The first song you heard was 10 Tick, Roll Deep. All right, love that for us. Let me just say, by the way, that my guest, let me just give him a little backstory, right?
Okay.
So when I got this platform, or when I was in talks with New Stock, you know, you guys know the story a bag of times. You know, a bag of people, they tell me no on these things and say, really don't need me. And when New Stock picked up the show, I have a mutual friend to Miss Kitty.
Mm-hmm.
And I reached out to the person and I said, yo, can you get me a sit down with her, please? I just want to observe her in her own element. I would love to see her at work so I can, kind of mirror my show, because I never know what I do. I never have no history, anything at all.
Yeah.
And she was so open to doing it. Listen to me. She called me 3 times.
3 times. 3 times.
3 times.
3 times.
And I missed the call them. And she left
Okay.
a voicemail. And when I heard the voicemail, let me tell you something. I feel like I want to fling on my phone. I eat myself. I said, Jesus Christ. I missed my opportunity. I missed my lotto ticket. And this was almost a year ago.
Yes. I remember that call. And I would say, first of all, good evening, good night.
Twitter is going crazy, by the way.
Hi, Twitter. I love you guys. Let me say good night, Kareem. Good night to everybody in the studio. Thank you guys so very much for having me on your show.
Mm-hmm.
And whenever I get a call to help or to guide someone, I always, once I can, I am inclined to do so.
Right.
We all need guidance. And I do believe that there are some people who hoard information or no want to share, but those are insecure people. I'm very secure. My back broad like shutter. And as far as I'm concerned, everybody has their own unique imprint. So there can only be one Kareem Bwoyatingz.
Right.
There can only be one Miss Kitty. Anybody else a carbon copy. Me now ask Christ. Yeah. You understand? So they try to duplicate, they try to do me. But my 10 step up. You understand? So, when I got the call that you wanted to speak to me, I said, of course, you're a young man with a dream. And if I didn't have people to guide me as well, I wouldn't be where I am. So what I call you the treat, you mean I'm not serious. Not serious.
I'm not going to call for the private number, so I couldn't even call her back.
I'm like, what's the far?
Yeah.
Not serious. So, I was very happy to do it.
Mm-hmm.
And let me just tell you that I'm very proud of your growth and development. And I have been watching. I have seen, because my ears are to the ground.
Right.
And I just want to tell you that, I hope that you will continue to strive and thrive in as many ways as possible. We all have our different facets and everybody brings something different.
Right.
So you're not hard news. You're not Miss Kitty. You're not a Cliff Hughes, or you're not, somebody else. But you don't need to be anybody else, because everybody has their niche and everybody has their platform.
Right.
So I tell people all the time, don't watch the eyes of the market. Watch your profit. When you go to supermarket, how much bread you see on the shelf? And everybody buy the different bread. Them see Easter Day, and the Mount Bun we out the road. And everybody has their audience. Everybody has their customers. So, just do your thing. But I've seen you, honey.
I appreciate
and I just want to say, if come out, I'm a nice clean bed for that. Sorry, yeah, bubbles.
Yeah, boy, I'm a boy.
Yeah, boy, I'm a buzz. Bwoyatingz and Girlatingz right here. Yay.
You have... It's funny because I dug up some old tweets. I doubt you see it because you're very busy. And I tweeted you. No, let me tell you something. From 2012, which is, it's 9 years. I've been saying how much I admire you, how much I love you. I remember them time that I never even think about reading or not.
What did you love about me?
I love your personality.
Thank
and
you.
I love how diverse and relatable you are.
Thank
you. I always tell people, if you can code switch and relate to different masses and different socioeconomic backgrounds and status of different people, that's a gift. Cool?
Thank you.
So I love that, because that is what I believe in. Anybody in media, if you can do that then that is it.
Yeah.
And I love that you are your authentic self at every given moment. So from them time there, boy, I did very, very young. I've tweeted and I was like, yo, I love Miss Kitty and I love her energy.
And
you seem very authentic just watching you up on TV.
Yeah.
And for think now, almost 10 years, I have you on my show.
Yeah.
You know, anybody who knows something emotional, but this is a moment for me.
Oh, wow.
You're in media, you know, and now that I'm in media, you always want to kind of emulate and not to follow in the footsteps, you know.
Yeah.
But you always look on the greats and the icons and the legends and say, yo, she is doing it, you know. And as a woman, you've done a lot of things for a woman, but just for us in general, anybody who live in Jamaica said they don't love your story. The ambitious bad, I love that. I ask Christ.
No, man, Bwoyatingz.
Yeah, Bwoyatingz.
Hello, Miss Kitty, aka Bwoyatingz. Try to do something and you're going to speak to my lawyer. Right? But I appreciate that, Kareem. And you know why? Because a lot of times people, and especially in our culture, sadly, we have a thing where we cannot give people the respect and the accolades they deserve when they are alive.
Oh, yes, that is.
When you're dead and gone, but not to the she's a good girl, you know, you know, a real top of man, you know, all of the things, and them start read out where you do, more than what John read about on the Isle of Patmos, and them start talk the things. While you are around, it's as if people want to act like you've never done anything, you have not contributed to the culture, you have not helped to galvanize the culture. But as me say, you know, so make a cry for you.
Somebody need to write a little word, somebody can have them.
I'm gonna shed a little tear right now. Yeah. So I appreciate that. And, you know, I've always been my authentic self.
Love that.
As I've said, you know, me not everybody cup of tea come in a mug.
Yeah, definitely.
And everybody gonna like me. And remember me, tell the world. Yeah. If you love me, I love you. If you don't like me, I but don't like you. I hate that see you. And you shadow your unborn child. I don't like you know. Yeah. So I don't have time to watch who don't like me. You know, as human beings, all are we. Blood runs through our veins.
Facts.
And of course, you know, the negative talk sometimes will affect us all because we're human beings.
Facts.
But I try my best to focus on my fans, my supporters, my well-wishers who mean me well, who want to see me do well. And I always endeavor to be that person, that individual, that role model upon whom they can look for a source of inspiration. I said, Jano, you know, say one thing do, Miss Kitty she go hard and she go after her dreams. And even the dirty bad mind people, them were at black like when you great a cassava in a dirty Dutch pot. That when them a class and they say, but I like her. One thing if I said, Kareem, she a go on.
Yeah, man, she a go on with herself.
She a do her sing, though. She bright, though. Yeah. She ever stay good, though. Still good to her. But I like, you know, get about she stay good and see them white here.
Yeah.
So like,
but she stay good.
She stay good. Yeah. But it's alright because some of them they will like their mother and them father, so it's fine.
I always say this.
And them mother don't like them, that's why them do Christian, that's why I tend up here and walk with them. So, you know, it's not a problem. It's fine. You know, they never get the listen, some people never get the breast milk and them they grow with no ties. But understand. Because you ever the one who push a person on the bicycle, I just eat people, that's why you never really get the tricycle stage and then look a bicycle and look a something. You know, I understand.
Yeah.
You're always on the sidelines. You're that person.
Right.
Sitting.
Yeah, that's your fault.
Watching everyone.
I'm always telling them, I say, listen, when you can't want to come on this here internet and try to bash somebody, go bash your mother because your mother never like you. In the first, your mother never even want to, but you never have the look of money to do that bash. And that's my fault, and that's my problem. But that's my problem. I'm always tell them, I'm like, listen, if you're on, you know what? I'm not even going to
Yeah.
So Miss Kitty's going to be here for 45 minutes.
Yes. Hi guys. So, again, hi Twitter. Hi Instagram.
Yeah, hi Facebook.
My people are on. Listen, my sunshines are on. My kittitions are up and they are, my kittitions.
Love that.
Listen to what I tell you. I love my fans them differently and I love them dearly. I was saying today, I went to the Slipen Road Blood Bank today to donate blood. Big ups to round of applause, everybody, for all the members at the Slipen Road Blood Bank.
Kitty, right?
Yes, sir.
And that's
I am pretty. Your eye.
I never purpose to never win a glasses, you know, but come on, say man.
Out there. Without fear, you have like my mother emerald eyes.
Yeah, big up my mother, right?
Yeah, good mother them. mother will love the children and pray for your children. Because some of the mother never pray for you yet. Big up to all the mothers who pray for your children. Listen to what I'm telling you. The power of prayer is very important. You have to pray for your children.
That's very important.
I'm telling you. Yeah. Bring down Gabriel and Michael and the angel them to encamp it around your children. I'm telling you. Because outer road not nice, it's not pretty. And so you have to have that spirituality and just don't wish your children good. You must wish good for other people's children.
My mother said this all the time.
You know
the funny thing though, your birthday is Friday. My mother's birthday is the Thursday, which is the 18th. It's here in the 19th.
Oh my God, no!
Yeah, like when I was saying it to her today, she was like,
Pisces Nation.
So, happy birthday, in advance, mommy. I love that for you.
Happy birthday, mommy.
Yeah. Let us talk about your birthday is Friday.
Yes.
Let us talk about what do you have planned? Because I know that normally your birthday they do something big, but Corona Day, and Corona doesn't mash up everybody and a cripple we are all these things.
It's a really cripple.
But what are you doing? What is your plans?
Okay, so my plan is not to have a party because I can't have a party right now.
Fuck.
And, it's not the responsible thing to do. And we also want to ensure that we are abiding by the Disaster Risk Management Act as closely as possible, because at the end of the day, we all have a responsibility to advance the welfare of the whole human race and not do irresponsible stuff, right? So I said, all right, what I have planned is that I was called to the bar in December.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
when
you.
I say no about me, I forgot study law to come. Me want to call to the bar.
Hello.
Yeah, man, me want to walk and collect all the things them too. Yeah, and walk across stage and say, boy, call to the bar.
Nice.
Yeah, love that.
So I was called to the bar on December 15, 2020. It's a culmination of my childhood dream, self-actualization, all the hard work, the blood, sweat, tears, the sacrifice, the discipline, the commitment, the unwavering commitment to be doing well and being the best version of myself. And so I, captured that day and the other things in between. And so I have a documentary coming out.
Come on, your documentary. Your documentary. Yeah. Love this. Where can we watch it?
On Friday on Playgo, on Digicel. So I want to say big ups to Digicel.
Yeah.
So it'll be on Playgo.
Yeah, ambassador right here.
Hello.
Right,
Yay. Hi Digicel. Hi Nasha. Hi Carla. Hi Nadine. How are you? Right. So it's coming out on Playgo. And essentially, a lot of times we see people's success and we don't often see the sacrifice that goes into them attaining what they have. And I've said it on my show. Many people will grudge you for your reward, but they don't grudge you for your work to get there.
Yeah, man, I reposted
You're
that. You're
ignorant. You eat me. Exactly. Yes, you did that.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah,
right.
cool.
And I often say that there are a lot of people when them beds spread out like blankets, spread out like sheet. You're up on the grind. You're in your book. Cold library, sleepless nights. I remember going to a particular building and a security officer saw me. So he says, Miss Kitty, you're proud of you, some respect it to the ground where you walk on. I say, really? Oh, thank you. So him say, you don't remember me? See me, Lord Jesus.
Yeah.
And what am I going to do me now, man? I can't remember. I said, sir, come on. I meet a lot of people, so honestly, I don't recall, He said, Miss Kitty, me, I one of the security officer them we used to come and escort you, meet you at the location and escort you home at night. When you, dog, and police step on the road. Karim, let me tell you, my bust out and start ball, like when them catch a runaway slave and beat them. Look here, me tell you, say the tear duct.
For me.
the tear duct them open because I remember those nights when I would have my radio show, I would have an outside broadcast, or I would have a speaking engagement or whatever it is. After that, I had to go to the library or go to class, study, because I work in the day, so I have to study at night, right? And I'm a person where chuma want A, like addicted to A.
Yeah.
I have an A problem. And that's I have like a problem, right? So, I'm very detailed. I want to know the nitty gritty. I want to know the comma, the full stop.
Everything,
I want to know everything. But just want to know it. And, also you want to do well because at the end of the day, to Kareem, I'm paying my money to go to school. I'm paying in US. It's $10,000 for the school fee.
Yeah,
it's not cheap.
Where we get this from?
And we're not talking about books, gas, clothes, lunch money. That's just the fee. So I don't have any time to waste. And at the end of the day, you have people who are looking upon you and looking to you to see where you're going to do. You know what I mean? And you have the haters.
Yeah, man, you really want you feel and say, yeah, man, so long she got school and she can't. Yeah,
well, I shall see it. No worry about it. Your mother don't know the vowel like you still now, because I just leave me, make me stay. No worry, just help. You understand? Just make me go on. Robots are built in that day. You don't worry yourself. Right? Because I'll know you understand.
Yeah.
I'm going to say I curse your mother and these things. So just leave me, let me live, right? So yeah, it was very intense. It was an intensive program. So I started at the Faculty of Law at the University of the West Indies. Then I graduated with first class honors, was valedictorian. That caught me off guard, because God knew me never planned for that something there. To be honest, when the man called me, first of all the day when me for read for the valedictorian, something we have a big money meeting. Hear me, the man can't do this to me today. Don't have my money time. No, but love it, man. Never said me can't dance, go on them somebody. And I wasn't good at maths. So I don't do three sometimes, some 10 some of those things.
Not the 10 sums.
So me can't I can't do them. I can't do my stomach easy for sick and them, some of them easy for cry. So me just say book over the one-eye serpent. I cannot manage, right? So when the gentleman called me to say I was nominated, I was like, okay, very well, thank you. And I wrote my speech. So I went up against like 15 other persons who were also nominated based on their grade point average, their GPA. So anyway, me just say, I'm going to go. At first, whenever they go come, say my money meeting.
It's very important. Yeah.
So, sir, you man. But anyway, when I spoke to my mom and she said, no, let the record show that you at least tried and you turned up. I'm saying, it's true. I'm respect the people them. And I went and I did my best. Then I got the call that I was selected. Kareem, I kid you not. I sat in my vehicle and I cried because I said, God, thank you for your mercy. Thank you for your grace. Had it not been for you, I would not be here. Because me no smoke, me no take coke, me no take drugs, and me no drink. Pineapple juice to my ting, heller, yay. Yeah. Big up all the Roman Raisin fans as well. Any man who lactose intolerant, God go with it. How we can't go.
Yeah, man, I forgot to take the medication.
Hello. I got you. You need some detox tea. You took my wife off, yay. So, yeah. And I cried and I said, God, thank you so much for all you've done for me and for the opportunities. While I was at the law school, I gave out 3 scholarships to students who were unable to pay their fees, who would have been deregistered, but in whom I saw potential, I saw promise, and I know what education can do. Listen, there are many ways to extricate yourself from poverty, especially now at this time when the world has shifted and changed from the traditional jobs, doctor, lawyer, Apache chief, and astronaut, right?
Astronaut.
So there are other ways that people can make money. But education is a tried, tested, and proven way to remove yourself from poverty. That it has people have proven it over time. As well as education for me is not just about the end game. It's also about how it expands your mind, how it affects your intellect, your perspective on things. You meet people, you interact with people. There are many persons who would never meet somebody from Barbados or Trinidad or St. Kitts, Nevis or Tobago or wherever. When you come to school, you're in a melting pot. It also helps you to deal with team building activities. So you have the dreaded group assignment.
You hate it.
You hate it, but it also teaches you to work with people. Also teaches you that there are different personality types that you have to deal with. Because Kareem, guess what? Not everybody's gonna like you, and you're not gonna like everyone.
But it builds you for the real world as well.
Exactly.
As well, because if you're at work, different personalities, different backgrounds.
Exactly.
Right? Yeah, you have to know. Say,
and also the discipline.
Yeah, man.
Listen, when you have to turn in those. Listen, I remember one year, sir. What am I the name?
Martin.
Hi, Martin.
That's why you're going in the store. Hold on, Miss Kitty. Remember something? Remember what I've. Yeah.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, so I forgot. I forgot to save that. Yeah. All right, so your birthday Friday, the docu-series.
Yes, the docu-series.
So it shows us, the viewers, everything that you, all your hard work.
Not everything. So just the bar calling, because again, we could not, somebody want black down a town. When we that plan for the really Martin, you see, I get stone love. Come me tell you, sir, to overwork hard till my pancreas lean and my liver shrivel. I tell you, say, it's a big dance. I was going to ask Minister Desmond McKenzie, I was going to call the mayor and ask them their permission to black half the road. I'm like, they do for carnival. I was going to black it off.
Don't even get me started. I
was going to black it off and invite my fans, down there. But again, because of COVID, we had to pivot and adapt. And so I wanted just to share the day, to see my mom, to see my team, to see what it entailed, and just to share that with you guys, because there are many people who right now who may feel dejected, who may feel hopeless, who may feel that they cannot go any further, who may feel like, oh my God, I'm a failure, I'm a disappointment. But I'm here to tell you that once you have breath in your body, there is always hope for a better day. And please do not allow anyone to write the narrative of your life for you. You should have that pen in your hand and do it for yourself.
Amen.
You owe it to yourself to be the best version of yourself that you can be. Don't watch nobody and not pay them the mind. Rome wasn't built in a day. I know a lot of people have this instant gratification mindset right now, have the microwave mentality and think, yeah, man, I'm just like a rich will be at 21. Everybody not rich at 21. Hello. Yep. Not everybody have a Birkin bag. And someone have a Birkin, I can't even lock with eye and spell it.
Them can't even spell it. And if them see it, them can't even read what it means. All right. So your docu-series, right?
Yes.
A documentary.
Yes.
How long is it going to be? Is it an hour?
No, it's like 25 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
So
it's on
short and
Playgo.
spicy. So you can watch it when you're feeling down.
Friday is it, right?
On Friday.
What time on Friday?
Yes, at 7:30, I think.
7:30.
But yes, but I'll have it on my pages.
So I forgot watch that, definitely.
Yeah. So what I want is to show a female doing it. A lot of times we see success through the eyes of men and that patriarchal agenda. Women, we could do it too. The hands that rock the cradle rule the world. Who run the world? Girls. You know, but we need man to call. I need them. But you know, big up the men, them. Big up the kings.
Yeah.
No, the kings are necessary. I want to kill the lizard.
But me skitty me not kill no lizard though, so I don't know what you say.
Call me what you say. You feel a lizard?
Only thing me I kill a roach. I'm gonna say this all the time. If you want a lizard for kill, call the exterminator.
I'm gonna pop off your beard. Yeah, they always tell lizard me.
When me have to go to the hotel go sleep for that's the lizard home for the night because I'm not kill no lizard nor no frog.
So what do you afraid of?
After listen, me and Tarzan I never did grow up in a jungle. You understand? So I'll kill the roaches.
But look how you're tall.
The roaches,
Kareem, you can reach up and lick him with the slippers.
And then when them jump on me, no, what you gonna do?
Yeah, at least you're not pregnant.
So that is on Friday.
I ain't licking the lizard. Yeah.
But you have the blood drive. Let's talk about that. No, for persons like me, no, right?
Yes.
I have multiple tattoos.
Yes. Have you got any in the past year?
No.
Very well. So you can.
So I can give blood.
Yes.
But I know something about the tattoo needle and the injection blood, whatever needle them call it. Something about it just let me get afraid. Like I've given blood one time in my life and I felt so good in myself to know that my blood can possibly save the life or a couple lives of somebody.
At least 3 people. So watch this, right?
So me, I make 3 people survive.
So, all right. So I just want to say this, right? So I've had my blood drive over the past 3 years. And when I went to the blood bank, I had an outside broadcaster there. And when I got a tour of the facility and saw that where the blood was to keep, it was empty.
Wow.
So me, I said, where is the blood? Because if nothing there, any number can play at any time. I will live in Jamaica, aka the Wild Wild West, where anything can happen at any given time. Right. Just you carrying out your normal business, you are at risk for anything happening, okay?
That is true.
And I said, well, you know, I'm a public figure. I have a voice. I have platforms. I want to help with nation building because Kareem, you see, at the end of the day, we have to try to be the change that we want to see. Many persons talk, you know, Jamaica have the problem and Jamaica this and Jamaica that. But the truth be told, we're not a part of the solution. And if you're not a part of the solution, you are a part of the problem. And it doesn't have to be anything where I think big and major, like you have to feed the 5,000 and feed the multitude. So you in your little way, just by saying good morning, good afternoon, thank you, you're welcome. That in and of itself is helping manners, good morals and values to permeate the society. But when it does, I got near it and trouble. You know, somebody in the supermarket, you go up close to the cashier. Mind you, the markings dip on the ground where you should stand. You step over the boundary. Somebody's going to say to you, sir, remember social distancing. All you have to just say, yes, I'm so sorry about that, and step back. Why are you trying to defend the wrong? Wrong cannot be right. So don't behave like that. So I believe in being the change, right? So went to the blood bank, saw the need, and I said, you know what? I wanted to lend my voice to a very benevolent cause. My mother is a nurse anesthetist, right? And so she's in the medical field, and sometimes when we are grocery blood bank, I have no blood, so careful. But I always thought she was saying it because you know I will go, you know.
But no, you've seen it for yourself. But when I see it for myself, I'm gonna say, listen, Kareem, at any time you or a loved one could need blood, and as I said to any lady who can tackle the one-eye serpents, you can deal with the one-eye serpent. Yeah, it's easy.
And the money we brought them back for the money, so you can manage. It's not a problem. I went today and I said, okay, well, I'm unable to keep my blood drive because of the COVID-19 pandemic. How can I still help? Because, Kareem, the truth is COVID-19 has ravaged mankind as we know it, okay? There are people dying in Jamaica. And not just COVID, but remember you have gunshot wound, stab wound. There are women who go to give birth and end up in, problems and they need blood. People who are sick otherwise. And what pains my heart is when your family or your loved one is in need or knocking at death's door. That is the time everybody's running up and down like headless chicken,
like,
trying
think
to
about other people as well. But we're going to go to our 9:30 break, Miss Kitty. All right, and we're going to come back and talk about your blood drive and also go into the topic.
Once
again, thank you for coming. I appreciate it.
Yay.
Once again, guys, we're going to our 9:30 break. This is News Talk at 93 FM with Bwoyatingz After Dark. Back to Bwoyatingz After Dark. Remember, that was DJ Mac __. Remember to follow. Remember, say boy, it's very, very diverse, like the show him upon. Yeah. So remember, say boy can play a wedding, funerals, anything that is keeping virtually. Please follow him. Make sure say yeah. Come remember, say boy, have it locked, right?
Hi, how are you? And he's handsome too. It's very pleasant, I must say.
Right. Remember, guys, the first two songs that you've heard are ones that we have the Bust the Youth segment, and we're trying to bust the young artists. We love that for us. So the first song was Gal Capone, Never, and the next one was Courtney. What's the name? Seller. Oh, Seckle, my apologies. Right? And so we soon start taking the calls. I think, Miss Kitty, let me just tell you, by the way, we're number 1, number 2, number 3, and number 5 trending. Your name is number 2 trending on Twitter.
Oh, really? Oh, my God. What did they say? Hi, guys. Oh, my God. I want to just say thanks to my grandmother of blessed memory, Miss Norma Clark.
Yeah, man. I love the conversation. So, thank you guys on Twitter.
Thank you. No, I love them. Like, listen, I just keep it real. When people meet me in real life, they're like, but Miss Kitty, I see him say you stay for true. I see him say you laugh for true. Like, I'm like, yeah, I don't do fake. You understand? I'm the genuine article, and I'm just my authentic self.
Always, and that's what I love. That's what I love.
You just have to be you. You can't. So me get vitamin. Then you.
I'm gonna tell them. So I'm gonna get some. Body. Yeah, man. So I'm gonna get some vitamins from Miss Kitty, by the way.
Yes.
So I'm gonna start.
Martin, come. Hello, not because I'm young, Yeah. We're not take care of the body because some other man, no pop down, We're not go and go All
right. So we're gonna just run into the blood drive quickly, and then we can start talking about the topic. So for the blood drive, when is it? Is it just?
No. So it's for the month of March. No. Yeah. It's like forever and ever. Amen. But I really, I'll get one for you. You, Davian, sir. Yes. Yeah. So producer, just give him, and then I'll get you one. No problem. So hold on, guys. Okay. So for the blood drive, right? So I came up with the idea for the blood drive because I was unable to keep the big one that I normally do in Nelson Mandela Park, but there is still the need. And so I said, okay, came up with this idea. Like, all right, my birthday is Friday, March 19. How can I engage my listeners, engage my audience to do something responsible? Something to build the nation, right? So I did a call to action. So I'm like, guys, I know you can't buy me the Range Rover that I want right now. I know you cannot give me the Bora Bora trip that I want right now. I know you cannot buy me the Artemis Brigade that I want right now. You can't buy me the Date Just Rolex that I want. You can't really buy me the Patek Philippe. You can't buy me the Goyard, travel set that I want. I understand. You can't take me to the Amalfi Coast on the 500-foot yacht that I want. But that's all right. All you have to do is just donate blood. So really and truly, it was to commemorate my birthday, but I want to impress upon persons that you are welcome to go to the blood bank at any time.
Where's the blood bank?
So there are different locations. Okay. So you have Blood Bank Slipen Road in Kingston, right? You also have the National Chest Hospital. Okay. You also can donate at the University Hospital of the West Indies.
Oh, here.
Then right here, so over there.
So when I go, like, do I say I'm trying to donate to Miss Kitty's thing? Like, what am I do?
All right, so let me walk you through it. I love that. You see why Girl-a-Things? Hello. Yeah. So you walk in, make sure you have your mask, make sure you sanitize. Then they will you take your ID, okay?
Okay.
Then they will ask you if you're doing it voluntarily or if it is that you're doing it for someone in particular.
Okay.
If you're doing it voluntarily, so it actually, guys, operates like a bank. So when you go in voluntarily, you have your name, they put down your name, they then do your hemoglobin test, which is to see if your iron is good. So you eat up your kale, you eat up your callaloo, right? And exactly, you have to eat a healthy meal before you go, all right? And the lady will test that. She will also test your blood to see what blood group you belong to. Are you O negative?
No,
Are you O
know
positive?
that
Exactly, you need to know. So when you go to hospital,
I may not even know nothing about my blood.
See
I don't know nothing.
When everybody are like, she's a what? She a A, she a B, C, D, she's a Z minus. She's a what?
Yeah.
So they test your blood to see which blood group you belong. And then essentially you go to a doctor. She does an interview, ask you some pertinent questions. And after she does that, then you go to the donor room. And Kareem, I kid you not, when the lady done take the blood, well, it was a gentleman who was my technician today. So when I'm done, and I'm like, so like 8 minutes, I'm okay, is that it? There's a lady, I'm a blood rich, miss. You want the next? And I'm like, is it done? And when I went there and I said to myself, you know, that is why sometimes we have to do things for ourselves, ask the right people, and ask the right questions from the right people. Because a lot of times, you know, we take information from people with quarter brain cell where leak, and then it's going to be a problem. It's going to be, they don't know. And a lot of the fear mongering is baseless. So when I went there and, you know, she did it, I was quite comfortable. The place was very clean. The staff was very professional. They were decent. As a matter of fact, a lady was on my live and she sent her daughter to donate for her.
Wow, I love
and,
that.
you know, she came and another lady came and another gentleman came, you know, because they were watching the live. So I was really thankful for those persons. So how it operates is like a bank, right? So when you go there to donate voluntarily, it goes to Kareem's blood. So so your bank account then, right? Your blood bank account. Yeah. So if anything, God forbid, you know, should happen and you need it, you have your blood. So nobody have to run up and down and I post on Twitter and I post all over.
So my blood is already there.
It's there.
Right.
And when it's there for you, you can also transfer. So like if Martin or anybody else needs it, you can transfer because that is, so you do a withdrawal then, you know what I mean?
Right.
Using the banking terminologies and vernacular. So you just do a little withdrawal there, and they know, And if it is that you want to donate to somebody, that blood is directly for them and then they can use it. But as I said, I want us to be a proactive society and not a reactive one. When your loved one is knocking at death's door, every second, every minute counts. And the time them they are up and looking at search and comb the globe, the blood just needs to be there. I felt so good today that wow, my bag of blood can save the lives of 3 people because there are 3 different components to the blood. So there are, the platelets, you have the plasma, and you have the whole blood. So that are 3 different people because not everybody will need blood. So I might need plasma or platelets. Right. And I want to encourage the people who would have contracted COVID-19 and they have recovered. We want your blood because guess what? The plasma has the antibodies that the people need to help them to fight.
Oh, wow, nice. Yeah.
So
Makes sense.
Make 100%. So when I did have so, and then remember some people still have reservations about the vaccine, but the plasma can be used to help somebody. Remember, Kareem, the life that we save might be the breadwinner of a family.
That is true.
Somebody
that
mother,
is so true.
somebody grandmother, somebody a mother who just gave birth and is on the brink of death, of a deadly for her baby and her rest of picking them. You understand? So we have to think about these things in a real practical way. And I must say, it was a me do like pain. You understand? Cause me's a girl way. Yeah, you understand? That's why the big serpent they might. Not
the serpent.
Not the
so
serpent.
it's for the entire month of March.
Yeah, for the entire year. So if you're not even here and you're unable to give in March for whatever reason, you are able to give throughout. And so June 14 is going to be World Blood Donor Day.
Right.
So I'm going to be giving on that day, God's will.
So how many times per year can we give blood?
All right, so you can give it every 3 months.
Every 3 months.
Every 3 months.
Love that for us. Yes. All right, guys. So remember, Miss Kitty's blood drive is this entire month of March.
Yes,
but,
please.
You know, please and thank you. I mean, my mother, when she was having my little sister, she was in a lot of complications and she needed blood. And literally, I mean, I have a lot of friends right now who are very ill and needs blood. And you know, as I say, when I need blood, no, you have to run up on them because there's no blood in the blood bank, right? And you have to run up on them and post and whatever. God forbid if anything happens to me, I don't want that. So I would appreciate it if we can all go out and give blood.
Go with your friends.
As Miss Kitty says, she like pain and she do it.
Yeah, but
and
you don't carry like
right now she there so and she just give blood today.
Hello, remember say when them again?
Davian.
When the gentleman tie and do something on my hand, it's called a tourniquet. Very well, you got school, sir. The tourniquet. The man said, Miss Kitty, you're vein tight. I said, sir, all of you. Hello. That is like pop.
Alrighty. So
and it was quick and easy.
Right.
Yeah.
So please and thank you guys. I'm going to constantly, remind
please,
you guys of this. So the soldiers that want to listen, please. The blood we need it.
Being hot is not just about the brands you wear. It's about what you do with your life. A lot of people,
making a difference is important.
Yeah, making a difference and being the change. A lot of people will, glorify the brands, and it's nice because nice things fit with. But at the end of the day, how are you contributing to development and humanity? And when you are in the position, that is the time you're going to realize. But you see, if we all turn a blind eye when we are in need of help, everyone is going to be blind.
Facts. I'm Miss Kitty, so we have you for 45 minutes. I'm going to try and jump into a lot of different things. I want to stay? What was say? If you don't want her to stay, just tweet right now. That's just stay Miss Kitty. Someone can see the tweet. David is looking at the timeline right now. That's the thing now, people. Listen. So I know that normally.
Some of the camera nighttime.
I look overnight kit, overnight bag and such. So I'm seeing the tweets, by the way, and I saw someone that said that the chemistry between me and Miss Kitty is really fascinating. I love that for us.
Oh, thank you.
So we're going to go into the topic. I know we normally start taking calls at 9:30, but when we have somebody of Miss Kitty's magnitude and status, right? Yeah, we'll have to make sure that we kind of delve into everything. So we're going to talk about the topic, and I told you what I want to discuss, and we can just kind of, just see.
Sure.
Right. So I did a podcast and I spoke about social media responsibilities and how it can affect our opportunities in life.
Yes.
And the funny thing is, after I've done that podcast, I came in the studio and I was talking to my team about it last week on the radio. And I was saying a lot of times we've blocked our own blessings because of how mean-spirited we are on social media.
Yes.
Now, me not telling us that you must act like, Mary Poppins and all these things. If that is your personality, then that is your personality. Fine. But, as I say, me love black people, my entire team know this. See, if Miss Kitty post something about me and me say 500 and under the post, I laugh. I black the whole 500 and plus Miss Kitty. Now, what you can't do is to come and say, hey, boy, I have a radio show now, boy, radio show at. Yeah. Cool? Can you play my song, please? Or I want this platform. Remember, we did this to me last year, and I talked about a bag of things. So what we need to be doing currently is to be very mindful of what we're saying about people.
Absolutely.
It is very entertaining when you have bash people, but you might never know how you might need that person in the future. You might be going to a job interview and the same Kareem way that this and me in charge, for IIO can be the part HR, you understand? Yes. And to be honest with you, a lot of you guys are going to say it's very petty, but if this is your personality online, I don't want that in my organization.
Listen, let me just chip in right there. Some of them, if that's your personality want dash way, you understand? And if it just follow right back at it. Listen to what I'm telling you. A lot of times it's not your personality. A lot of them are attention seekers.
I said this too. Yes.
A lot of them, that's not how they are. Their mother never grow them so. Them father never grow them so. Them grow better than that. But because it is the in thing, misery loves company. So they think it looks cute and it looks good to be mean-spirited. Listen to what I'm telling you. Your digital footprint will always be there.
That's what I said.
And even though you might be offending Kareem, remember, I'm taking note too. And the person who you're disrespecting, other people are taking note too. I say, I saw you stay, and them all mark your face too. And say, all right, just let me make a mental note here.
Yep.
Say, I saw she deal with that or whatever. Listen, you don't have to agree with everything everybody says. And again, you will not like everybody. I never seen on a win at the Jesus show, but watch it every Easter, right? And we roll with a big stone. So you're not gonna like everyone. But there are some people on the internet who go out of their way. Their modus operandi is to just be disgusting.
No, man. Miss Kitty, why you do this to my fam? No. Remember, say my education stop at JC Gate. We never do nothing else. We don't know.
In a bigger than Casey, though. I say, sorry.
Let us not do that, please. Let us not. Let us not, please. Yeah.
True.
Yeah, right, true.
Right? So a lot of them are unkind for no reason. And when they show up them dirty self on the internet, I mean, there are people who have never had a word with you. And they the disdain with which they speak about you, how they berate you. You have to say, no, I me thief your birthright. I me like a bank door for you. I me like the school gate. No, sir. yet me so. And you've never spoken to me. But I also realize, Kareem, that a lot of people on the internet are just internet bad people. Twitter gangsters and Twitter fingers. Because when you buck them a road and I realize.
No, but I know. I know, and I've said this last week. I said, listen to me. Now, me, I don't condone violence any at all. Correct?
Yes.
But me say, you can't tell me off react, right? A lot of people, them feel like, oh, but I've just said something bad about you. Why can't you just say something bad about me? But if me want to say in real life, I feel like I want to lick off your face. They can't tell me nothing.
Well, that is where I will depart because as an attorney at law, right.
You know. I'm going to call it sometime for my cases. Because here's my thing, Miss Kitty, right?
Once I have a retainer, sir.
And I've said this, publicly, right? There was a point in my life where I can say that I was a bully, correct? And I felt like, it gained a lot of traction and this person, you know, this person is a no-nonsense person or whatever the case is. But after you've matured with age and experience, you realize, but this person don't even know me. So how am I going to be in Miss Kitty's mention every day or I talk with Miss Kitty every day and I don't know you? Yeah. And then I might want you to come on my show, right? When you know, go say, let me see what Karen been at talk about me, and you go look at you go say, for all these years, me just a chat, because some of them want a reaction,
Yeah, that's why you got at SYM.
Yeah.
And you get it now.
Right.
You're like, oh my God, you didn't have to say that. Okay, really? I saw all the tweets.
And I've
saw
said that
all
as
of
well.
it.
And I've said that you don't know how life can direct you. I didn't know that I would have been on a radio show nor have my own podcast. Now, if it is that I might need somebody to come as a guest, when you go look now and say, but this is the same person, well, I've blocked you, so clearly I've blocked you for a reason.
Yes.
So what could you be possibly saying about me? When I now, mind you, people can always change. I always say that.
Yeah.
Because I've changed. But,
but what you have done still exists.
Right.
It's still there.
And again, remember, if me step on your toe, you can't tell me I can tell you how to feel about that.
Right.
Correct?
Right.
So if it is that I am bitter against somebody,
because
I can't tell you how
people will be bitter, Kareem.
Exactly, because there are humans who have feelings too.
No, there are levels, and then there are persons who them live on you like clink pan back.
No for them,
right?
No for them, yeah.
And at the end of the day, and to me, you have bigger fish to fry because I know your mother can't tell you or your father. Some of them just say you need to ask her because
that's all I've got. When I say these
about them,
when I say them something, you would have said I'm harsh, but it's not. That's the reality of the situation. Because what I'm saying, right?
You never get a father og.
And that's my point. But that's my point. Yeah. So you have to look into yourself and you have to look into yourself and say, hey.
You need a little dolly. You need a little bicycle. You need it.
You need a Barbie and a Kenny or something.
Yeah, man. Look at skipping rope.
Someone, like someone never used to go up on playground. You can't blame me for the life.
Let me tell you, Carrie, my thing about it is, and it comes with a level of maturity. As I said earlier, human beings all are we and our blood run through a vein and it will bother us. But I try not to focus on them because a lot of times people, their anger and their misery and their venom is a reflection of their deficiency.
I always say that too.
Right? Yeah, it's a reflection of that. And some of them just, they're out there, but I want them to remember that Twitter is not the real world. Social media is not the real world.
Clearly me a friend from a long time.
Some people just act on social media and act in a real life. When you go now, when nobody know you, nobody know react.
I have said that. I've always said it.
You only act right here as a little handle. You're a handle.
I've been trying to tell them.
The angle not bad like the knife. You understand? Mm-hmm. So you have to know what you're doing. Mm-hmm. And as I'm saying, you can disagree respectfully without being nasty, without being outrageous, without being disrespectful. And again, it's not everything you have to say. Certain things. All right. So for example, I might see someone in an outfit that I don't particularly like. Mm-hmm. I just scroll past it. I just go to the next thing. I don't have to say, girl, but that friend I want to say
your friend stop weird. Okay.
Hello. Oh my God. And
I can understand it today. And I've said this, many times, and I spoke about this last week, David and anybody else in the studio. I've said, no, if it is that you've done all these things, you've said all these things about me, right? And you're coming into an interview for a job.
Yeah.
Here it is me, Kareem Weathers, not Kareem Bwoyatingz. Kareem Weathers is behind the desk.
Mr. Kareem.
Right, Mr. Kareem Weathers, by the way.
By the way, put some respect.
On my name. Yeah, and I am now doing your interview. Now, bear in mind, a lot of jobs have different criteria, right? Some jobs not gonna care about your social media platform, but some jobs do care.
No, but that's what they care about now. Because that paper that you sent in, nobody really reads that resume. When people apply to me, I don't really care about what you say on paper.
I want to see how you are.
Because the black and white can tell me anything. Mm-hmm. I want to see what you do, how you represent, because at the end of the day, when you're affiliated with my brand, what you do can affect me. So I want to see how you are, how you think. Are you belligerent? Mm-hmm. Are you out of order? Mm-hmm. Are you amenable to management? Ooh. Are you a team player? I want to know. I want to see. So guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to look you up. What's your social media handle? See, all call US Embassy and ask you.
Okay.
You think them ask them more your friend? Like them want to follow you?
Yeah.
They want to follow you for say, okay, let us see who we're letting into our country. So social media, and it doesn't matter. Ignorance is not an excuse to be out of order.
Mm-hmm.
You can disagree with people. The internet is not for mindless, well, it's just for some mindless and spineless people, but you can disagree. But sometimes the things that even people come on my page. All right, the other day, I interviewed. Did I interview Chief Curry? I think it was Chief Curry. I don't remember the post.
You did.
Yeah, I did, but I don't remember the post, right? And I was saying something. Here, somebody come under the post. Miss Kitty, you need a man. Me just, cause sometimes I just block them and delete them. Hear me back to him. I say, you sound like you need a man more than me. You know, I'm just saying, and it's always the broke man them have these things. I mean, 8, 9, and 10 them. If them ever number one banish them, don't go one place, run at one part. But I'm just think to me advice so much your bank book. If you broke you for just quiet and the sign language and them something them hate you right on a paper. Are you serious? Where are you? Did the man with quarter brain cells just say something? Yeah. Did the girl with the broke bank book say something? I miss back it up.
Right.
Hello,
right.
Are you serious?
Right, and I've said that, and I mean, a lot of you guys who are listening right now, I've always said, Kareem is the voice of our generation. Kareem is the voice of the people. And that is the reason I'm saying, don't fall into my trap. Don't fall into my mistakes that I've made.
Yeah.
So when I say these things to people, they might say, oh, because you're old. No, that's not the point. It's because I've lived through that life.
Yes.
And it has not helped me.
Listen.
When you're popular on Twitter, right, that is nothing at all. Or Instagram, that is nothing,
If you're not popular in a NCB, Scotia, Sagicor, you're not popular.
Right.
You see, if you're not popular down a title office, which part you need upon some title down there, you're not popular. You see, if you're not popular upon the private jet company and the place them and the yacht company them, hello, sit down, round this so, and just hold on. You understand what I'm saying? If you're not going like Cap Market and Mayberry and hello, look here. The only thing you have stuck up is bad mind. So just sit down, because you don't understand stocks these things.
That's what I've always been
stocks
asking people,
bonds is what I'm about. Hey, local, straight business, I'm about. No.
And that's what I've always said to them, like, you need to decide what legacy you want to set for yourself.
Yeah.
At the end of the day,
how will history record you and remember you?
Like, do I want to say, oh, hey, Davion was a troll on Twitter, or, oh, hey, Davion has contributed to our society.
Yeah.
In any field that he's in. And that's what I'm keep on trying for telling them, but someone who done deaf, dark, dense, everything. I don't know why hear because I don't know. And that's why some of them mother hear to know, because when the mother try to talk to them and try telling them certain things, like on a big. And
I will say also, Kareem, I'll interject and say, right? There are certain attributes that don't serve you well or fit you for the next stage in your life.
Facts.
I'm an outspoken person.
Right.
And over the years, I've also grown, I've also matured. There are things that I would say in 2000, or I would say even in 2012, or even 2019, that I couch differently now because of my experience, because of, growth, maturity, getting an equanimity of mind and the perspicacity to look ahead. You understand what I say? And when you observe these things, you often know, say, you cannot just say everything that comes out of your mouth. You have to be able to weigh things. You have to be able to filter things. And certain things are better left unsaid. So when you say, boy, I just saw mistake, I can't help it. Yes, you can help it. Because if that particular characteristic or that particular attribute is not helping to progress you, it's not helping you to be a better person, it's not pushing you forward, but it is holding you down in stagnation. Why would I want to hold on to that? Someone we need to go down our knee and break the generational curses, because maybe I saw my granny stay, I saw my auntie stay, I saw me stay, so me can't help it. That is a cheap cop-out because you want to use the dirt as your crutch. If you look at your life and you realize, okay, so when I go to court, I cannot go in an orange wig. Can't go in my green wig. I have to go in sober colors.
Right.
I have to go with a different demeanor, a different posture.
Right.
Everything is different because there's a time and place for everything under the sun. People don't understand time and place and growth. Yes, you can speak your mind, but it's how you speak it. Some people's mind is a vast wasteland of a mind.
Wow.
Just no bother, because you not have no mind. So you not speak no mind. You're dirty.
I tell him every day.
Your little wisdom teeth run the side of a little cavity. A bit ignorant. It's a bother you. Me want to talk to you about your teeth. Right about now. You understand? So don't tell me, oh, you're talking your mind. What about your mind?
Right.
You're not offering any kind of solution. You're not offering anything. You're just being mean-spirited. You're just being out of order. You're being belligerent for no reason. To people who you don't know. People who don't know you. For what reason? Me never count you. Me never know you.
Facts. Fact.
Why? And again, Karim, as I say, and to the listeners and viewers, you don't have to like me. I'm not here to run a popularity competition because you will never be right for the wrong person. If somebody has made up their mind not to like Karim Bwoyatingz, no matter what you do, you could be feeding the homeless, hugging children with HIV and AIDS, and they're still gonna watch me mask on the baby. I when you hug them up close, they might find a fault. So at the end of the day, Jesus walked the earth as sinless man, healed the sick, raised the dead, turned water into wine, and them still crucify him. And that is why I wanted to do my documentary, which is going to be on Playgo this Friday, March 19, my birthday, because I want people to see when people try to stereotype you, put you in a bracket, think that you can, watch this. The people them talk about me, say me talk too much patois. Jesus of God of grace, good God of creation. Talk the truth of God love
Jesus
now.
Christ
Good God of Nazareth.
Yeah.
We live in Jamaica. I say your granny talk.
Me not talk no Spanish.
I say your mother talk. Your auntie talk. So what are you talking about? And it's always the people who are one paycheck away from poverty have these hang-ups. And they have these, and they're hiding from themselves. I don't have to hide from myself. I know who I am as a media practitioner, as a communicator. I have to be able to communicate with people from every strata of society. Not everybody's a Rhodes Scholar. Not everybody's a university graduate. But the lady in Balaclava, or the lady who didn't graduate high school, or didn't even come out of primary school, she may still have a message and something to teach me. So I want to hear, I'm a student, I am teachable, and I want to hear wisdom.
Fact.
Wisdom is not just in books, but it is in experience. So maybe that lady that can teach me a gem or show me a levels that I don't put my foot right there, so, and I don't have to make that mistake. So I have to reach people where they are. So what do you mean, Chef Vulgar? Vulgar, hey, I will class you. Your mother no vulgar. Five ownership with 5 different men. Talk to me.
Yeah.
You not talk.
This is violence for me.
You not
but guys, we're gonna go to a 10 o'clock break, and after we come from the break,
quick, sir.
but after we come back from the break, we're going to start taking...
evaporate all the time. Something right. No, we're not scam the time.
But after we come back from the break, guys, we're going to start taking the calls.
Hey.
You know, we only have an hour now, but we're going to take the calls.
Still stay?
Yeah, man, you have to people them say have to stay with Kitty.
Okay, hey.
Yeah, man, it's number 1 to 4 now. We're trending on Twitter.
That's hot. Bwoyatingz. Hey, Miss Kitty Bwoyatingz. Bye.
So once again, guys, this is New Start 93 FM. Bwoyatingz Afterdark with Karim Bwoyatingz and Miss Kitty. We're going to take a quick break and come right back to you. We're talking about our social media footprints and how it is important to be very mindful, cognizant of what we're posting. Now, I see one I want to say, it's the first time Karim have a guest or caller or anything, and them are overtalk Karim. Let me tell you something. I did tell you guys that this show is Miss Kitty for the entire night. I'm just here as a student, you know, observing and listening and learning, right? I'm telling you, no, I forgot go for my law degree, and I ask Christ about that. Yeah, that this was a childhood dream of mine. I'm going to put it in the back, see if I know it will come back.
Absolutely. Yeah. What you believe and what the mind believes and conceive, you can achieve it. It will be hard. It will take a lot of commitment. It will take a lot of dedication.
Right.
It can be done.
Can be done.
You know, you have to make the sacrifices today to live the life that people who aren't willing to do that won't live tomorrow.
Love that for us.
Yeah, man.
Once again, guys, the contact numbers are 876-212-9824 or 876-294-0275. Remember, guys, we only have an hour. Normally, we'd have an hour and a half, but we have to learn. I'm soon now write down the words and all these things.
Oh my God.
Yeah, man. On Twitter, I said that we're number 1 to number 4 trending. Love that for us.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, Twitter. Hi, tweets. A long time having up Twitter people and Instagram people. Oh my God. And Facebook and everybody. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, man. So, you know, this is a discussion for tonight. Once again, big up to my mother. Your birthday is Thursday.
Oh, sorry, baby. Do you have the digital Playgo app? But make sure y'all download the app from now.
So I can't watch it on the...
Or the TV, digital very well. Great, fab. In a nice, clean house.
Yeah, nice, clean
when
TV.
When I roach,
our pay will bill right on time.
And some of them have to tell the rat, go over. You understand? And the rats are like, open the door for them. That's why they're unhappy. That's why they want to do this. Listen, happy people don't act like that. Let me tell you, progressive people, you don't have the time at all. And you know, a lot of times people don't understand how you block your own blessings by the energy that you give off.
Fact.
If you're always so negative, if you're always in drama, if you immerse yourself only in things that are not edifying, and you wonder why your life is like that, you don't clap for other people, you don't cheer for other people, you don't wish people well, you're just bitter and you're a hater. What do you think your life look like that? because it is reflective of your heart. It's reflective of your mindset. I don't have time. I'm in competition with myself to be the best version of myself. I want to watch people who are uplifting, watch people who are progressing. Well, I'm one. And that is why I called you, because when our friend reached out to me and said you wanted to talk to me, I said, of course, if he wants to learn, I'm willing to teach.
I love that.
You understand? So when you sit down in your little corner, you in your small corner over there, right? And I'm over here living my best life, and you hate people. Why you do that? And guess what? Hating me is not going to give you my accolades or my accomplishments.
It won't.
So to what avail?
Nothing at all. And the funny thing is, it's so life go, my hours I teach, and my hours I tell them, no, somebody else is saying it. So clearly, I never just me alone. You understand? But I have a call on the line. Sure. Thank you so much for calling Bwoyatingz After Dark. My name is Karim. We're here with Miss Kitty. What's your name and where you're calling from?
Hi, my name is Emma. And I'm calling from Spanish Town.
Emma is our first caller every week, by the way. Miss Kitty.
Oh, hi, Emma. Good evening. How are you? Emma Goodas.
Yeah.
Emma from Spanish Town.
I'm doing well. I'm not doing so well, to be honest. You know, I'm not feeling too well.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear
that.
that.
We move regardless.
We do move.
You know, we did have to come out for this.
Yes.
So, yeah. I just love your social media presence, and I appreciate you. You've been dropping just gems all night.
Right,
Thank you.
I love that.
Thank you.
You know, normally Kari would be here teaching us, but it's lovely seeing him with his book and right now being a student.
You're most welcome. You're most welcome. And I hope you guys are writing it down. As I often say on my own show as well, I say, listen, guys, when I'm talking, get your pens and papers out. Write it down, because there are times when we think we will remember and we don't, because our brains we're processing so many different things nowadays, right? But at the end of the day, you become what you feed yourself. And if you just constantly digest the negativity and the whole kind of nastiness and the gossip and the listen, baga for go on listening, okay? You have to listen, baga.
Definitely.
Sometimes me stop what CNN, I'm watch like a Scooby-Doo, I'm watch like a SpongeBob, like a something, like a Tom and Jerry, like a time. I have to do like a summer. But at the end of the day, because I know how important this life is. Listen, Emma, we have but one life to live. You have to make it count. When you shall look back at your years, what will you be able to say? You waste 10 years just so, and then you just ate Karim Bakar. Yeah, but guess what? When you were lying down being a hater, he was working. Where were you? Where were you? Apply yourself and do what you need to do so that you can elevate yourself, elevate your mind. Some of the people that might want their own, and also the friend them, have a friend them, I do the nasty things them, I do not check them or build them accountability partner. Shame on under the blood of Jesus is against on toe.
Yeah.
Because you see your friend stepping out of line or doing things that can potentially damage them in their future, and you would never say, my youth, you know, say that not cute, that not nice. My youth, just stop that now. Or my girl, stop that. That's not nice. Why are you being mean? Why are you being like that? That's not edifying. It's not uplifting. So also remember, you know, you become the 5 closest people to you. So if I 5 miserable people around here, guess who's next? Yay! So yes.
But Emma, quickly though, Emma, quickly, what do you have to say about the topic? I know your views on it because we've spoken about it privately as well, but just let us know quickly. We have to take a lot of calls tonight. What do you think?
I mean, you know, I'll leave folks with one thing, because I mean, everybody's supposed to know like how I feel about this topic. I just think that a lot of folks, like, they have a lack of emotional intelligence. So, like, they have no consideration about how they're treating people online or what they're posting. They don't get that words actually have meaning, and you can hurt people by social media posts. And then when you disrespect people like me who choose violence, I will run.
No, you're not going to choose violence, Emma. Excuse me. Hello, Emma. I'm here. Hello, Emma. No, you're not going to choose it, Emma, because you're going to get locked up. Assault occasioning bodily harm is a real charge, right? No, hold on, Emma. You might get a custodial sentence. Yeah, and we go on this over Port Augusta and the girl. You understand? I have got bread to ear. No, Emma, listen. And I want to make this clear, abundantly clear. I want to say this unequivocally. There are some people who are not worth your freedom, not worth your time. They are not worth your freedom. And listen, you cannot argue with or fight with somebody who has nothing to lose. I cannot argue or fight with somebody who has not. You're already a loser. You're already dead.
Facts.
You already is a walking cemetery. What I cannot. You and your support come out. So you and your support come out. Go away, because a lot of them, that's exactly what they want to do. And Emma, if you argue with or fight with somebody who has nothing to lose, you are always going to be behind the 8 ball. Because guess what? They're already in the dirt.
If I actually fight with somebody who has nothing,
I don't have time for it. Listen, nobody now make me climb 11 step, but no foolishness, none at all. Say what you talk all your...
SYM do, man.
Yeah, you're free to say that. Freedom of speech. Hello, just run it off. Hello, drop it like it's hot.
It's not that deep, people. Yeah, them deserve that. Because them love come running and disrespect you.
That's the thing, exactly. That my thing is disrespect.
They're like, it's not that deep.
As what
and
Emma
then
said.
Everybody knows. You know, I block by association. So if you disrespect my friend and my friend wasn't incorrect, I'm blocking you too. If you have a business page, we're blocking your page.
That is the thing.
We're
but I don't
not
understand.
going to support you.
You can't disrespect me and tell me how to deal with it.
Thank you.
So I'm going to block you and delete you.
There are a lot of people, thank you, Emma, for saying that, because I've also said it in my podcast. Enough of them people here that are so negative,
and nasty,
evil-spirited, nasty, disgusting. When you look at them bio, them have a business page, and you are going to expect them, me, I going to hire you for something or recommend you.
And Emma, but that in and of itself, listen, but Emma, that in and of itself is indicative of the fact that these people don't just have low emotional intelligence, they have low IQ. Intelligence is low. Anchor IQ. So again, so you done plus tax, you done quadruple, you done, eat that, sir. I want to pray for you, because if you have a business, you in your bio, you're going to be using your page to disrespect people, and you have a business. Are you dumb? No man, Mr. Set, you're really.
You have to ask them, and some of them are actually young and dumb. Like, they don't have no guidance, no mentor. They don't know what they're really doing.
But you know what? Decorum doesn't need mentors, though. And trust me, I know some of them, a lot of them, their moral compass is broken. But we all know what is right and what is wrong.
Don't take up with them excuse. But, you know, I'll leave you guys with this, right? There's this acronym that you can apply to, like, your social media posts. It's actually, the acronym is THINK. So, like, the T is it the truth that you're telling? Is it helpful? Is it valuable information? Is it needed? And is it kind?
Nice.
I want people to actually focus on the kindness. You cannot be mean to people every day of your life and expect kindness in life. Because sometimes some sadness are reach we and wonder why.
Yep, I say people are obey. I know you are everybody not obey your mouth.
Would I be a media
your mind. Are you want to use a walking obey? Use obey personified.
But I've always said this, like, a lot of times we're wondering and we're saying to ourselves, oh my God, why I can't reach nowhere? Why I can't move from it? Because your mind block you from it.
Because of the energy you put out. The energy that you put out all the time, constantly. Constantly. You put out that negative energy all the time.
It's going to come back right to you and your mother and your father. I'm not ask Christ, and that's why one family type of generational curse. It's not a generational curse. Yes, me I tell you, wicked and I don't understand. I can't get up. And I've always said this, and Emma, you can attest to this, right? When I get up in the mornings, I've always said this. My day, Miss Kitty, no matter how tired I am, sick I am, no matter what I'm going through, I start with a sermon, right? And I play, I play at least 5 gospel songs, and then I say a prayer. I read my daily bread. Cool, before me even check my phone, social media. Yeah, man. So you see now, because that's how, exactly. So then I start the precedence of my day by this. Cool? Fine. So you see, no matter what happened,
tone for the day.
Right. Yeah. So again, if I see Emma and I don't like Emma, I'm gonna say this all the time. If I don't like you, that don't mean that I have to be negative towards you.
Exactly.
Cool? I don't even look upon nothing I say.
To me.
Cool. Yeah. But some of them wake up and the first thing them do is check Twitter, and the first thing them do is try to berate somebody, belittle somebody, and say, "Oh hey, yeah man, because you want attention. Go ask the mother for attention. I say, mother don't cook for your daytime and I'm hungry."
It's like the one them who love get up every day and sub. Go talk to a therapist.
Yeah, man. Talk to your mother. Ask your mother. Alright, subbing is I'm speaking about you. So I'm describing you. I don't call your name. So I'm talk. Oh, yeah. Because all them talk about for them show is this or that. Or I don't know how you guys listen to this. If you don't want to listen, then go listen to your parents.
Come on.
You understand me? You don't have
parents.
And that's the thing, you know. I've always said this. My platform is not for everybody.
Right.
You understand me?
Exactly.
And I am not trying to appease everybody either.
And you are not for everyone.
I'm not for everyone.
Is not for
Everybody
everyone.
cup of
Right,
tea,
so
Right,
I am fine with that, you know. Exactly,
Yeah,
I'm fine with that.
right.
But I can't get up and then I can't just see Miss Kitty living her life and going to work and do and she go like she should better that. Okay. But how it's me saying this, it's going to better me because some of them have so much problems in their life, so them feel like bringing down somebody is going to uplift them.
Yeah.
Listen to me, I'm telling you all the time, you know.
But really and truly, you know that not help. So the last thing that I leave with before I go is to, be intentional about where and what you're posting because social media, it can make
it's
you
there for,
and it can also
and
break
it's also there
you.
forever, Emma, because hey, we're going.
Yes.
You can tweet something right now and this minute and I can screenshot it and this is in my phone forever.
You
right?
delete
And then
it
you delete it and it's still there.
Yeah.
No, at the end of the day,
Donald Trump.
I know me hate a man about.
Not even talk about that, man.
I swear
to God.
But thank you very much, Emma. We're going to start taking another call right now. But thank you so much for always calling in.
Emma, tune in
Friday, yeah, man. I remember the blood drive.
And Emma, have you donated blood? Or Emma gone?
Emma gone. No, man, I just can't understand it, any at all. And as I've said, I speak from a place of experience.
Yeah.
And that's why I've always tried to offer my thought, my knowledge.
Yeah.
Cool. And sometimes when I do them, I say, boy, you love God like you're positive more than anybody else. No, it's because I know how effective it can be and I know how it can affect your life in the future.
Yeah.
Right?
And that's and that again is a first sign of intelligence or the lack thereof. When you're getting guidance, listen now. Somebody who, do you have to take cocaine to know the perils of drugs?
No, you don't.
You have to take methamphetamine to know the perils of it. Me see the girl take it and my sister she with away. Me see she melt like butter again, son. Me see it. I don't need to do that.
Right.
I don't have to walk that path.
To know.
So listen. But again, we live in a world where everybody feels like they know everything. They want to style on people. They want to just, do what they want to do, say what they want to say.
Right.
And as I'm saying, me I tap my mind. As someone of mine need to just lock way.
Someone of mine blank, I'm always telling them, I always say, on IQ, then uncle, me tell us an IQ down a toenail. Well, it don't make no sense. And then
you're bragging about it and they think it's something to
and
applaud.
them find it so funny and appealing. It's not. But I have a next caller.
Yes.
Thank you so much for calling Bwoyatingz After Dark. My name is Kareem. I'm here with Miss Kitty. What's your name and where you're calling from?
The name is IB, calling from Maryland.
Oh, IB!
Welcome, welcome, brother.
I'm there. What's the second topic quickly?
I really love the program.
Mm-hmm.
I just have two questions for you.
Okay.
A couple of years ago, when I heard you were in law school, I know it's slightly different from what you guys are discussing, but I was just curious because I'm like, you are at the peak of what you're doing, of King and Queen, and you're doing all these various shows, various endorsement deals, and I'm like, why is she going to law school? I'm wondering, what sparked that interest, what gave you that drive, even though you're so successful in the media already, when you decided to go into a different path.
Quickly though,
second question.
I'm pause for cause IB. Miss Kitty, don't go into too much because I still want, understand, right? But you can still answer.
I mean, the short answer is pretty much that, it was a part of my self-actualization. I've always wanted to do it. And I'm saying, why not? As a woman, I believe we should always have options in life. I believe in being a multifaceted person. Remember, fame is vapor. It will all go away. You remember one of the time when 50 Cent around the place? One of the time Puff Daddy around the place? One of the time Nas around the place? Biggie and Tupac. Now some little man and little yacht, little yogurt, little beer, little baby, little crib, everybody little shimmies, little pampas is a bag, a little, okay? Yeah. So at the end of the day, you have to set a platform so that you can move on to the next thing and you can do so in a transitional way that will not shock your system or will leave you out in the cold. What if they don't want me on TV anymore or radio anymore? What next? What then? So I need to live a certain standard of life. Remember, say me can't beg man money and them something because my mother put on good food. That's something there. You understand? And me can't bark like big dog and little dog because the man them want everything. When them seen at the blue movie, them and the camera trick and the whole something them and chew me sick with my back and my leg shot. Me love. Me just say book over the serpent. You understand? So, that was my motivation really. And also to make myself proud. to make my mother proud. I make my father proud, you know. My father passed away last year, August, of blessed memory. But I believe in when your parents go hard for you, you have to go hard for them. And so for me, when your mother and your father put out, you must can make them all up them head and feel good to say, yes, I'm glad make the effort and made the sacrifice.
Okay, and IB, next question quickly.
Yeah, my next question is, did you at any point in time feel like, boy, you know, most of these last students are like 18, 19, or you just had a mission and you never really business about nobody else?
Me never really care, my love, because them are 18 and 19 and them not own nothing. Them not on a title. Them in a first class banking. Me not know, me not see them when me go. Me never see them in a one presidential suite yet. Me not bought them in a first class. Me don't know how to play. So them something now. For me, I mean, everybody's life has a different path and takes a different trajectory.
That is true.
I don't get intimidated by anybody. Oh, you know, you're 18, but guess what? There are things that you don't have. I am my age and I have things that you don't have. So everybody's life takes a different path. So I'm already a successful media practitioner. I'm successful in entertainment. You're still, yes, you have age on your side and you're young, but some may even argue that youth is wasted on the young because some of them young and them giddy-headed, they don't have any focus. They come to school, they waste time. Instead of them arch some case in them head, them arch them eyebrow, them face well beat. And I arch them back and them jaw, and then them back, you know, and they're not focused. I remember one, it was about beat season, and everybody knows me, Kareem. When I beat season at exam time, I just bring Kareem, you know, say, I'm sorry. Listen up. All right, yeah, go on. Right, so during exam time, everybody knows my wigs are parked. I have a scarf I got from Italy, which I call my Rita Marley, okay? When I put on that, because I'm not doing any hair, listen, in exam, my nail was causing me not to write fast. And when me in an exam, I have to write out my scapula because I left out everything on the page. I bit off the nail in my exam because it was slowing me down. For the rest of my tenure at school, I had no nails. Because listen, you are not going to stop me. Remember, say me a hot girl, I look good in my 90. My born good and come off a good table. I wear pretty blouse, pretty ribbon, pretty socks with a frill.
Like your blouse tonight.
Thank you, baby. Yeah, England. Yay. So I am very focused like that, IB. So when I focus without ceasing, I have no time to see other people, whether they're 19, whether they're 50. There was a gentleman in my class at one point, my public international law class, he was 60. So everybody's life takes a different path. So you just have to run your race and do your thing. And just know, say, boy, don't watch nobody, just go on their thing. Because as me say, some of them young, but and what, you know, and some of them are young and focused as well, young and hardworking too. But as me say, them have things where me not have, so the age, and I have things that they don't have. You know what I mean? Right. So you just have to work with your strengths and so on. And guess what? Anytime the study group I'm up into it and I'm doing my thing as well. So I was just focused on my goal of succeeding, and I did that without paying attention to other extraneous matters or pursuits. You know? Yeah.
Well, Ivy should answer the question, Ivy, but thank you so much for calling.
Thank you, Ivy. Big up Maryland.
Big up Big Foreign.
Big Foreign. With Snowfall.
Yeah, me love the call.
Daylight saving time over here.
Saving and all these things. 11 o'clock food, but big up yourself.
Thank you, Ivy. And Ivy, make sure you go give some blood, you know, when you come to Jamaica.
Definitely.
That's all right, baby.
All right, guys. Remember, we have Miss Kitty's blood drive for the month of March.
Please.
But you can also give blood for the rest of the year. Please and thank you.
Every time and anytime.
Right? And remember, eat a healthy meal before.
Yeah.
And it's pretty easy. It's about 80 minutes of your day. It's not take the time. The time when I text the man and the woman we don't want to know. They can get blood. You understand me? I love that for us. Blood is have to give. Me now
blood saves lives.
And I'm going to give my blood as well. Thank you to Miss Kitty. We have a next call on the line. Thank you so much for calling Bwoyatingz After Dark. My name is Kareem and we're here with Miss Kitty. Who am I speaking with and where are you calling from?
From Portmore.
I can't hear you.
John from Portmore, your son low. I don't know if Android I use. I don't know. Miss Kitty have Android too.
Don't do that. I have both. I'm in both.
Both iPhone and Android. Yeah, love that.
Talk to me.
But if I dial up internet, I use John. I don't know.
Number one, cry. I already know, John. Go ahead.
iPhone the thing, brother.
Yeah.
You never try that.
All right. You have 2 minutes. Go ahead.
Yeah. So yes, social media responsibility. Anyways, big up yourself, Miss Kitty.
Thank you.
Now watch it from Merle Grove days.
Wow, that's
thank you. Oh wow, thank you.
So yeah, really and truly responsibility. I believe that we use social media as a platform to develop a persona to then just do things that we don't normally do. Like you're out of your comfort zone, do something to actually attack somebody. Of course, we and Twitter will burn our accounts, right? We all know burn our accounts. Someone decides within themselves to create an account to cause mischief, to be deliberate and be contentious.
And them not create a resume, and that hurt me.
They tell me I eat up every day with them 2 followers. I go on torment people. Like legit, bro. And it's annoying because you need to be sitting with yourself and start watching. It's not better me. I'm not paid to do this. I'm just paid in for free. Come on, brother. Like honestly, I'm so bothered by it. It bothers me so much because people just purpose do this and just develop badness and this bad man mentality just because.
But John, but listen, let me just give you a quick advice, right? I know it's hard because, as I said, human beings all are where we do have feelings. And when the dirty people, them, the Satan spawn, the Lucifer angel, them come out with them look a fuck and them smell of sulfur, it is annoying. But we have to rise above that and not even get perturbed by them and just focus on your thing, block them as Kareem say, whatever. I don't even see that. Listen, first up, me a clear message from our last year. Me not have time. The God know. And today I've been, oh my God, up and down. You know, I'm a lawyer in the day. I have my court matters. I have my clients. I'm doing this. I have my radio show in the afternoon. For the past 3 weeks, I've been hosting 2 shows per day. And plus, me have hosting virtual something. Me I talk. I don't have time. I have my TLC business, that my health and wellness business, getting my NutriBurst, getting my NRG, taking my resolution drop. Me not have no time for dirty people. My granny would have said one pallet underclothes people at all who not gonna work Kareem. Yeah, that's all I'm saying. So just my thing is just ignore the noise. And if it is that sometimes, because here what is true, many times they have come on my page. I used to by the time I type on what exactly me go say. Me just delete. Me say, you know, say, me just...
Me too.
Yeah. Me just do that something there. And then, especially because you're a public figure, and what I don't like is when you answer them, Lord, you never have to go there, so. You never have to say that. I
have to go there. Dirty woman,
yeah,
man.
I have to go there. When Michelle Obama said, when they go low, I go high. Sometimes I want to go under.
Low bad,
yeah, low bad. In the dirt. If I dirt, I dirt. And I mud me reach out sometime.
Mud up my whole body, me have to beat off, wash off. Yeah,
the whole of my tympanic membrane, mud up.
Tympanic membrane.
Yeah,
but John,
mud up.
we're going to go on our 10:30 break though, but you know, thank you for your call. As per usual, brother. Right, once again, guys, listen.
Remember to donate blood, John.
Remember the blood, John. When you fall in the Kingston, no, after the... how long after you get a tattoo can you do the blood thing? A year after, okay. All right. A year, okay.
Yes, a year.
All right, John, we're going to go on our 10:30 break though, but thank you so much. Yeah, man, once again, guys, this is Bwoyatingz Afterdark on Newstalk.
Yay, my document.
This is Newstalk 93 FM, broadcasting from the University of the West Indies, Mona campus.
Calling Panis from around the world. Panogramma. The World Cup of Steel Can returns Friday, May 7th, and you are invited to audition for February 28th to March 21st for a chance at winning $1,000 US cash, an all-expenses paid trip to perform, and more. Connect with Panogramma on Instagram at pano.gramma and Facebook, or visit pano-gramma.com for more info. Live, love, play, enjoy.
Can regional literature hold its own in the borderless ethos of the global book industry? Can philosophers from a foreign intelligentsia find familiar footprints in the avenues of our minds? Does it even matter? Or is a good book just a good book? Join me, Gary O. Thompson, on the Precketon Book Club, Sundays at 6 p.m. on Newstalk 93 FM. Come, let us peruse some good books together.
Entertainment Trail. Yes, people. Entertainment Trail Spotlight right here with your truly Shaba Moschino. Newstalk 93 FM. Saturdays 9 to 10 p.m. Hear what I say? Saturdays 9 to 10 p.m. It's the Entertainment Trail Spotlight with Shaba Moschino. Come along for great music, great interviews, entertainment news, and much more. It's the Entertainment Trail Spotlight with yours truly Shaba Moschino. Entertainment Trail, the home where culture comes alive.
Actor broadcaster Justin On invites you to join him on a journey of music, interviews, and positive thoughts that will move your feet, warm your heart, and revive your soul. Tune in to the Vintage Lounge, Sundays 10 a.m. to 12 noon. The lyrics, the music, and the mood will take you back to the wonderful memories of days gone by. Pause a while, relax, and enjoy the Vintage Lounge, Sundays 10 a.m. to 12 noon on Newstalk 93 FM. Heard everywhere.
News Talk 93 FM. Heard everywhere.
I'll introduce him. The one and only.
Bwoyatingz Afterdark.
DJ Mac. Yeah, I wish you forgive me for living like this. Wish you forgive me for living like this. Yeah, I wish. DJ Mac, reach for the stars. If I miss me, get you close. Mommy said the money no matter, you make me proud. Yeah, me love
Welcome back to Bwoyatingz After Dark, right here on News Talk at 93 FM. Remember, that was DJ Mac __. Remember, guys, if you're living in New York or any of the tri-state area, remember 703 Nailbox on Instagram. Please go ahead and follow them. When you have to come to Jamaica now and do the nails them, as we're telling you, when you can't stay in a foreign, get the nails done. And if you use Bwoyatingz, you can get 10% discount code, 10% discount on any service, any at all. Nice. Big up to HR Catering Services as well, guys.
Hi, HR.
HR Catering, you know, bring the food come, and I don't know, Miss Kitty touch don't want no food, fine?
Yeah,
no, I normally eat in a studio.
Remember, I've got to
I understand, you right? Love that. And they even just eat after all the food. I'm gonna understand because me want my food for going to eat. But let me just say this though before we take this call. For any of you guys that has been following my journey, you've heard my story many times, and I've said, you know, I've lost everything that I've worked for in my entire existence in 2019, and I've started this journey. And Miss Kitty, you said something that resonated to me about, you know, your path and, you know, being present in the moment and taking, you know, charge of your opportunities and your life. So when I started this journey, I'm telling you all the time, I've zero experience in media. And you know, sometimes I'm always in the show with, you know, giving you guys positive words, and I've always said, no matter how dark it might seem currently, and no matter what you're going through, this is not the end of the road. Sometimes God have to cut way off, take away everything for us to be humble and remember that He's in control, and we have to be mindful of who we are and who is present and who is in control. So, no matter what I got you, I no phone a message me sometime and say, yo, I'm going through it. I'm telling you, I don't think nobody can have a worse day than I've had in 2019. Yeah. And remember, I'm here.
Fire tempers steel, burns with tempers steel, and diamonds have to go through fire to get where they are. Yeah, you know, when you're gonna be elevated, there is a certain level of separation because remember, eagle and chickens don't mix, and sometimes you have to go through something so you can empathize with others. And because you've walked the walk, that is why you can speak so authentically about the journey because you know what it takes, you know what it's like, and also it reminds us that listen. COVID-19 is a microbe that has shut down the entire world. Has caused economies to collapse, caused our lives to be different. Kareem, remember, last year this time, we're under the pressure. Hey, we're under it, you know. Listen, the uncertainty was so unnerving. Come and said, then Jesus is our end of the day show this, you know. And that's why I watch Contagion and them show that, oh God, make a dead, so. Father God, be reach a more than a 2-piece of heels yet. Father God, be reach a Amalfi quart. Father God, be reach a Phuket. Oh my God. Remember when I swim with the shark and the dolphin?
Yeah,
oh my God. And it just goes to show that in the blink of an eye, life can change.
Facts.
And all that we have and all the brand name, all the cars, all the houses, all the this and all the trappings that we have, they mean nothing at the end of the day. And so we have to tap into that human quality and side and empathy, compassion and kindness. It doesn't cost anything to be kind. Facts. It doesn't cost anything to be compassionate. You never know what people are going through. You never know the day somebody's having. So I challenge everybody tonight to choose to be a blessing. Choose to be a blessing wherever you go, and whichever person you come in contact with, you should endeavor to enrich their lives and enrich the space that you would have touched. Some people are, as when them left a be crosses. You want night the place, you want some consecrated olive oil and broke a coconut and broke a cream soda and spin your roll. Endeavor to be a blessing. And those are the things that will reap success, because at the end of the day, we're all here. And a virus has shown us that in the grand scheme of things, we are nothing.
That is true.
We are nothing. See, right now, Michael Jackson supposed to have skin off him teeth in him grave. Because when they wear a mask, we laugh off him and say, watch Michael in our mask. And right about now, guess who's double masking? We.
Facts.
You know, so I'm happy to see your growth. And sometimes we have to, when you are at the bottom, the only place to go is up.
It's up. Thank you.
Right? And you have to just purpose within yourself to work hard, to acquit yourself well and keep a positive mind. You're not a positive every day because you're not like Jesus. As I'm saying, a star at the Jesus show. You're never in at the show. Right. But at the end of the day, let it be that you have more positive going for you and you're emitting positivity more than the negative. You know what I mean?
That is true.
And even if you, sometimes you catch all yourself, you know, I say something, you know, you just stop your little self in a little track and kind of go down that road. You know what I mean? You have to have a circuit breaker on the negativity. Some people just have galangs on a gallop, so it's not serving you, and it's not serving anyone.
That is true. We're going to take another call.
Yes.
I thank you so much for calling Bwoyatingz After Dark. My name is Kareem. I'm here with Miss Kitty.
Hey.
What's your name and where you're calling from?
This is Ramsey Nova from Kingston.
Ramsey Nova from Kingston. We're going, G.
Well, go on.
Yeah, I know.
I have a question for Miss Kitty. I've always wanted to have a conversation with her. But Miss Kitty, what is your drive in life?
My drive?
What pushes you to be this amazing individual that you are right now? Because for me, you personally motivate me. My mom loves you, you know.
Oh wow, thank you.
Initially,
thank her.
I never really followed you up, and I never understood why she was so obsessed and certain things. But when I watch your lives and listen to the content that you put out on social media, it really speaks volume about the individual that you are. So
thank you.
My question to you is, what is your drive?
Well, what drives me is just my personal desire to be the best that I can be. You have one life to live, and I want to leave a legacy of positivity, to know that, listen, I came, I saw, I conquered. I did not use or give any excuses. I was striving for results. We will all meet upon impediments, but it is how we deal with it. You can use the towel when you feel to throw in the towel, you can use that towel to dry your sweat and wipe your tears and continue along life's journey. My drive always is when I look at those persons like Nelson Mandela, Barack Obama, Michelle Obama, you know what I mean? Those persons who are leaders, Marcus Garvey, when you look at Malcolm X and you look at those people and how history regards them, how will history denote you? What will it say? I always want to make sure that I make my parents proud. I make my family proud, my community proud. Big up doing it Park, Kingston 20. You understand?
Right,
which is right, because poor is wrong.
Right,
you understand? So I have to always know that whether or not I liked it or decided, I am a role model. Am I perfect? No, I'm not. I'm far from it. Because if you catch me on the wrong day, when the darkness envelop my brain, I'm in the matrix. God, go with you. Because it's...
And as you see, not to cut it, but as you speak on perfection, I said this, me and Karim were in a space on Twitter the other night, and I left this was a gem that I heard from somebody, that people in life were looking to live this perfect life, right? We're looking to please everybody and things like that, and then we lose sight of the flaws that people are looked upon certain way.
Yeah.
And things like that, and because we're focusing on living this perfect life, we don't focus on ourselves.
Yes.
You see me I say? And as an individual, you have to just embrace your flaws and the things
absolutely
that really and truly people don't like about you, and work on them to get better.
Yes.
Okay, yeah,
only Jesus alone perfect. And so I'm infallible. I'm not here to strive for perfection. But what drives me is the fact that I want people to look at me and see their daughter, see their granddaughter, see their son, see their nephew, see themselves in me. That Miss Kitty is doing it and so can I. And even if the way seems dark and slippery, even when it seems impossible, with God, all things are possible. And once you do your part, God will do the rest. And you have to just put in the time into work and be willing. I like nice things and nice things, sir. And through me, cannot bother with the prison supper. Because I'm supposed to come from prison now, not go. Me can't manage. So I'm not selling no drugs. I'm not doing any scamming. I'm not a prostitute. I cannot do the things them. Remember, I said book over the serpent. Yeah. So I just take to progress, you know. Right. And you want to feel good about yourself. And you know what I mean? When you look back at where you're coming from and what you've been through. And that is why I am so firm in myself, because I know everything that I have achieved. I have worked assiduously for it. When I work birthday, maybe see people take holiday for birthday. From it's a money day, it's a hunting day. I'm out. From it's a money day, I'm working. We work Christmas, Easter, Good Friday, everything. When others weren't willing to do it, when others didn't want to be artists and bag and mattress and studio mattress, me never into that something day. Focus. And do what you have to do. I remember, Kareem, one year, it was my birthday and a gentleman called me. So he says, Miss Kitty, I know it's your birthday because I follow you online, but I'm in a spot. I said, okay, what is the matter? He said, well, his host canceled some emergency and he wanted me to host. I said, okay. This is what I charge. He says, not a problem. Kareem, hello. I just called the dinner plans. I said, I canceled the dinner. The man said so and so. And I called Chin. By that time, I had canceled my team because I have my makeup artist, my stylist, driver, everybody.
Chin, the hairstylist?
Huh?
Who is Chin?
Chin, my hairstylist. Yes,
yeah, man. Right? Yeah. Fletcher's Land. Big up Fletcher's Land. Big up Fletcher's Land.
Yes. So I called Chin. I'm like, Chin, remember I told everybody to stand down? No, I need a makeup artist. Because I said, guys, I'm just going to dinner. I'm going to just do my little makeup, my little self and pick out a little dress for myself. So I told my team to stand down. So everybody gone and do them thing. I got a new makeup artist, got somebody, got the dress and everything. Listen to what I'm telling Kareem. The man said 5 o'clock. I was in the parking lot at 4:45. Come they want a man change all in mine. I'm a quarter show, lock it, shell it, and then went home, and then we could have dinner. So you have to commit to your commitment and know that when you want better, when you want the things, them because true, I want the things, and I don't want about the things, I eat them. So I am willing to put the time and effort into work to get to where I need to get to, and those are the things that drive me. I don't reside where complacency resides. I always want the next thing. I always want more. I always want to develop. I always want to grow. The only thing in life that is constant is change, and you have to always evolve. Some people not evolve, they must revolve. I wonder if you catch that something there, sir. Me say some people not evolve, they must revolve. Them just did it and I go around in circles. So you have to endeavor to always be going up. What next can I do? Right about now, I want to learn out some French. I say, bonjour, comment ça va? Ça va bien? My God, come on, I want to go France.
You can communicate, right?
Yeah, bonjour, comment ça va? Ça va bien.
Ramsey, big up yourself so much. You're going to try and take another call, but but thank you for that.
And Ramsey, please remember to donate blood, okay?
Blood, sir. The blood drive is very important.
Yes, to me, please. All right, and to you.
I've never donated blood, but it's the first time for everything.
Absolutely, make it happen, Ramsey. And when you do, text Kareem or you could DM me with your picture.
And
absolutely.
Can say, love that.
And tune in on Friday to my launch, Calling Miss Kitty. Okay.
Calling Miss Kitty.
Yes.
Happy birthday when it comes.
Thank you. You can call me on my show on Friday, Ramsey.
Definitely.
Yes. Thank you.
Wow. Yo. So when I take this call, I think this might be our last one. No? All right, so I'm going to quickly just take this call. Thank you for calling Bwoyatingz After Dark. My name is Kareem. I'm here with Miss Kitty. And what's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hi, good night, Miss Kitty.
Hi.
Uber Eats. Donovan, he's my resident DJ, by the way. Uber Eats. I'm going to tell you what Uber Eats means.
Please.
But Donovan, just quickly though, because I have to wrap up the show. But just what's your take on the topic?
I know. First of all, I'm not married. Hi, mommy. I know you're listening.
Right.
Secondly,
Love that.
The topic on relationships on social media, right?
Oh, but we're talking about the social media footprints in general. But it can be relationships on social media as well. But it's just about your footprint, and you have to be cognizant, mindful of what you're posting, because it can block your blessings and your opportunities and these things. Yeah, that's that. Yeah.
Of course. I think you're a prime example. Well, in terms of wait, let me find my right words. You're prime example in that your positivity is what brought you to where you are today. Because a lot of people, as you say, can block their blessings on social media based on what they post. The fact that you're posting so much positive things are happening in your life. That's your social media footprint. Other people will post a whole heap of bug and negativity and have a whole heap of, and a lot of people.
And that's why them now reached down within the supermarket line. That is the reason. Me now ask Christ.
And I'm not in the line.
They're not even in the line in the supermarket.
Because I'm not even take up more than 10 items. Up there, I'll class them, Come on, yeah. Dirty man. Klebsiella baby germs. Me class you. Yeah. Go away. Go down.
Yeah, that all.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. It is important. And on the basis of social media, relationships within social media, very touchy topic because I think at one point in our life, if we've been using social media for over 10 years, we've at least had one public relationship on social media.
Well, that's 5 me of.
A relationship?
What 5 public relationships be up on social media? I don't know what is wrong with me.
5?
Yeah, man, I'm gonna walk and collect gems like Dragon Ball Z. I don't know.
Yeah.
No. When somebody's gonna create a fake page, you sit down and you, oh my God.
Let me tell you,
why?
Me always say it. Right now, I have my Bwoyatingz page. I have Karim Bwoyatingz, and myself and Davian and somebody else manages Bwoyatingz show, right? Sometimes me even post something for Bwoyatingz, I mean I post it by my real page because I can't even keep up. So I'm always saying how you're going to, because literally today I've been on 5 conference calls about, my brand and, deals that I'm working on. And then I'm preparing for the show. I have to call the DJ, make sure the DJ on time. I call Davian for the topics them. My insurance and my skit is okay. Yeah. And I'm planning my show.
I'm never getting in trouble.
No, you didn't. And I love that. And it's like, I am so,
Martin, I give trouble?
No, you did not. Right?
DJ Mac, they give trouble?
No, none at all.
Me's a nice, clean girl. Yeah. But I ask if you don't like me, something wrong with your gum or something.
Yeah. And it's funny because it's like, I'm here sitting to myself thinking, I'm physically and mentally tired and I have to prepare myself to ensure that I'm giving a good show with good energy. How me find the time now if we're gonna make a fake page or I have a fake page now to comment on somebody and say, man, I like you or what is or a bit of food to talk about. If it is that you're doing that and you're listening to my show currently, cut it out, delete the fake page. Just understand that you're not affecting anybody else's life than yourself. Because the more you insert or harbor negative energy is the more you're going to want to go.
Listen, instead of making a fake page to troll someone, how about updating your resume? How about getting actual accolades or achievements to put on the said resume? How about Googling some, learn some words, learn a new language, learn about some new countries, learn even about the 7 national heroes, because look here,
don't know them.
Don't know them.
Can't only name 3.
Don't know them. So, so focus on things that edify you. You won't like everyone and it's okay, but it's not okay for you to take your time to always just harbor this negative energy and be pushing that off. That is sad. Very sad. Sad like the whole Adele album. You're sad.
It's not bad. You just have sitting on the sabal every day. I'm not ask Christ, but thank you, Donovan. Respect. And I'm still waiting for you to come into studio, sir. I know you're dealing with a lot of things right now, but we're still at work. Yeah, man. Still a wait. But thank you so much.
Big fan.
Thank you, baby. Respect. And please remember to donate blood.
Donate blood.
And remember my documentary on Friday, March 19, my birthday, on Digicel Pelego.
Yeah, and if you do have Digicel, me personally can't stream it and I can't watch it on Twitter, Instagram, where I'm ask if I do have Digicel.
You see them, some of you watch the copyright infringement.
If we're not
I'm the Queen's Council, so we never worry about bail when Chattaga jail. We not empty, no to bail. I'm the Queen's Council, so we never worry about bail. I got to tell you, Heller.
I love that. I love that. No, ma'am, guys, but we have to be mindful, though. And I mean, I don't know how much we can talk about this. I don't know how many times I can, try my very best, to let you guys just know it ain't make no sense. Because when me the negative bad, man, I ask Christ, the only thing I had was just living life. And I was just living life. And I didn't have any purpose, right? No, since I've changed and I've realized that it's not going anywhere and what legacy I want to leave on this planet. Like what Beyonce said, I was here. Yeah. When I leave this earth, I want to literally leave my footprints.
Absolutely.
And I can say, one thing about Kareem, he had a platform and he tried his very best to edify us, as Biscuity would have said.
Yeah.
And that is very much important. We have our next call on the line and we're going to just take it for 2 minutes. Thank you for calling Bwoyatingz After Dark. My name is Kareem. I'm here with Biscuity. What's your name and where you're calling from? From Ada Breedy, I know what call. I ask guys, but don't want to talk to you.
The person named Breedy.
I say Biscuity one time call. But tell us something. Yes, that call, yeah?
Hi, Kimani.
Miss Kitty, me tell you about that boy.
Yeah.
Yes, when him call, in background sound like he was a carpenter. Yeah, hear nail, yeah, hear zinc, yeah, hear Bwoyatingz. We don't know era. Confusion. You see what I say?
It sounds like he's like a Men in Black.
Him name Dirty Kimani. I swear to you. Yeah.
Oh my God. I'm not. Well, Kimani, for the purposes of this show,
yeah.
I shan't descend into the arena.
Yeah.
I will remain above the fray.
Above the fray.
Yes, sir. How may I help you?
Yeah.
Miss Kitty, let's not pay any attention to the mundane beside you.
You know what, right?
We are going to look at that. We're going to do it that way.
Kimani, have 2 minutes. Just quickly, just go ahead, though.
I just want to say, earlier I heard one of you guys state that social media is not real and people shouldn't behave like it's real, but I have to disagree.
Mm-hmm.
Social media is a very real. Social media is a very real space for a myriad of reasons. One of the reasons is that you can depend on social media, talk to people a certain way, and you feel like they're not going to see you with a road and looking at your face.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that they can see you with a road and looking at your face makes social media a very real space. The second reason is that, as you guys have stated earlier, your future employers or your future business partners or your future clients are on social media, and they're seeing everything that you're tweeting. They're seeing all the views and opinions that you're sharing.
Yeah, but Miss Kitty, just in 30 seconds, just remind us. Kimani, go on.
Bye, Kimani.
Let me do on the credit, sir. Bye.
Please go donate some blood. And please remember to watch my documentary on Digital Playgo this Friday, March 19. Yay.
30 seconds. So your documentary is on DigiPlay.
Yes, Playgo.
Playgo.
Yes, this Friday, March 19, my birthday.
Might be 7:30.
Yeah, but I'll let you know. So you can follow me. Okay, guys, you can follow me on Instagram at Fluffy Miss Kitty. That's FLUFFY MISSKITTY. You can also follow me at Fluffy Miss Kitty on Twitter, okay? And to all my Twitter family, big up on a nice clean self. So you can follow me on Instagram, follow me on Twitter, and you can follow me on Facebook at The Fluffy Diva. You can also click the Linktree link in my bio if you're, our health is our wealth, Kareem. And I was talking to you about that little thing. And you got your NutriBurst, okay? I have the energy for the energy. For those of you who want to lose some weight, I have the resolution drops and the life drops to boost your metabolism. I also have the CMOS. CMOS has 92 of the 102 minerals that we need.
Love that.
So we got to get that, okay? And I also have, for those who want to gain some weight, I have the Tetchui and I have the Matrix, okay?
And the blood drive, quickly.
And the blood drive, yes, continues for the month of March and always. And people, remember, giving blood saves lives. It can save your own or that of a loved one. But it would be remiss of me not to say thank you, Kareem.
Oh,
thank you, Martin. Thank you, Davian. Thank you, DJ Mac.
Wow,
but of course, to the boss himself, Kareem Bwoyatingz from Miss Kitty Girlatingz. Thank you for sharing your platform with me. Thank you for the invite. It was my pleasure being here with all of you. And I just want to say I wish you all the best. I hope that you will continue to strive and thrive in as many ways as possible. And whenever you need help or any guidance, I'm always here for you. You can always reach out to me and I will help in whichever way I can.
Your personal number one I have, babe.
I'm going to answer you. Nice and clean. Good morning. Thanks, guys. I love you. To all my fans, to all my well-wishers, to all my supporters. Thank you.
For one more time.
Don't do it if you have false teeth, it would drop out.
Yeah, remember guys, thank you so much, Miss Kitty.
Thank you.
You and I would speak off air.
Okay.
To my team, you guys know the sacrifices that we face every single week. I do thank you. DJ Mac __ Dave, and of course, and the Bamcast. Thank you. To all my listeners, my love and the bad. My mother, your birthday is Thursday. Happy birthday to you.
Mommy.
Yeah. Remember guys, I see that we're number 1 to 4 trending on Twitter. Thank you so much. I can't do the
Miss Kitty live need to start trending now.
Yeah.
I don't know. Listen, radio at daytime.
Yeah, man. You might have to make that start
3
work.
to 5, Monday to Friday, nationwide. I want her.
I love that. Remember, guys, my closing thoughts as always, no matter what you're going through, you have a purpose, you be great. And that's what Things is about. Yeah, Things from King Bwoyatingz himself. Big up to HR Caterers, big up to 703 Nailbox in New York. Follow them, guys, and you can get 10% discount be using Bwoyatingz. DJ Max, if you can just drop one song in a little time we'll have. So the time I run everybody, big up for the self people, and thank you so much. Love and all.
Thank you, guys. Be safe.
Yeah.